I'm up in the wooded mountain terrain surrounded by terrible rocky soil, but I'm going to show you how to make the best of it in 7 easy steps. Step number 1, rake back the top debris. In an area like this, there are typically a lot of leaves, so rake back the top debris so you can see what you're working with. Step number 2, remove large rocks. Remove by hand any rocks larger than about a golf ball. Now it doesn't have to be perfect quite yet, we're just getting the majority. Next you're going to want to aggravate the soil. So take a pickaxe or a mattock and use it to aggravate the top 2 to 3 inches of topsoil in lines about 5 to 6 inches apart. This helps break up some of the topsoil as well as free some of the rocks. Then, using a garden rake or something similar, rake the soil into lines to make gathering easier. Now you're going to want to filter it with hardware wire. So get a couple buckets and place some hardware wire on top of one. Throw a shovel full of dirt on there and shake it till it's only rocks. Then dump the rocks onto the other bucket to be removed later. In no time you should see usable topsoil filling your bucket. But here's the secret. Don't dump the soil directly back onto where you took it from. If there's rocks in your topsoil, there's likely rocks below. I'm going to be using a raised bed to compensate. And that leads us to step number 6. Evaluate your soil composition. Now in my case I have a high clay content, so I'm going to be using crushed leaves, but you can use peat moss or really any sort of organic material to make sure the soil doesn't compact too tightly. And finally, step number 7. Keep up on fertilization and watering. There's a high chance that your topsoil doesn't have a high nutrient count, so make sure you keep up on watering and fertilization as needed. And that's all. Now you're ready. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great one. Oh man, that rooster. Step number 2. Remove large rocks. Okay, let's try again. Step number 2.